Peppa Pig's gender reveal party. I mean, come on, seriously? What does it say about the state of Britain in 2025? And before you think I've lost my marbles, just stick with me for a second, because this isn't just about cartoon pigs. It's about how our priorities as a nation have become completely and utterly skewed. And while we're at it, let's look at the real issues too that are being ignored, like the DWP's state pension changes and the fact it took our Prime Minister, our dear leader, Sir Keir Starmer, a full week to accept the Supreme Court ruling on the very easy definition of a woman. Hello, I'm Ben Leo and this is GBN Originals. Now, don't get me wrong, I love the show as a parent of 2 children. It's full of subliminal messages that we can all enjoy and appreciate as adults. But how far are we going to deflect from the real issues going on in Britain? The creators of Peppa Pig are throwing a gender reveal party for Peppa's soon-to-arrive sibling. Yes, you heard that right. They're lighting up the chimneys of Battersea Power Station in London, either pink or blue. And the big news? Well, it's alleged that Walmart has already leaked the gender. It's a girl. Surprise, surprise. Social media went into absolute meltdown. The tabloids treated it like a royal birth. Now, I'm not here to begrudge anyone a bit of fun, but let's be completely honest. Is this really the only thing we should be talking about? We're in the middle of a cost of living crisis. The NHS is on its knees and the government is lurching from one disaster to the next. Yet the national conversation is dominated by whether Peppa Pig's new sibling will be a boy or a girl, or I guess in this age of trans, maybe somewhere in between. If that doesn't tell you something about the state of our priorities, I don't know what does. Now, of course, Peppa Pig's fictional festivities are just the tip of the iceberg. Gender reveals have become a massive ordeal. In my book, an American import that we just don't need. What started as a simple cake with a bit of blue or pink icing on top has completely descended into an entire industry and sometimes a disaster. Let's not forget some of the most infamous gender reveal fails. And all of this just to tell the world whether you're having a boy or a girl. In the age of social media, attention is the only currency, apparently, that matters. And while the country completely obsesses over a fictional gender reveal of Peppa Pig's sibling, back in the real world, the Supreme Court handed down a landmark ruling, didn't they? Stating the legal definition of a woman should, of course, obviously, be based on biological sex. This is a decision with real-world implications for women's spaces, women's rights and women's protections. Yes, it took Sir Keir Starmer, our Prime Minister, the man we all look up to a week to respond to the ruling. And when he finally did break his silence, he welcomed the clarity of the ruling and stated, "A woman is an adult female, and the court has made that absolutely clear." Well done, Prime Minister, but the delay did speak volumes. It's hard not to see the disparity between the urgency given to cartoon news like Peppa Pig and the dithering over issues that actually matter. While the nation's attention is glued to cartoon pigs and genders of boys or girls, and indeed political dithering, the Department for Work and Pensions has announced significant changes to the state pension. Yet how much airtime does this get compared to our friend Peppa Pig? How many front pages, how many morning breakfast show discussions, and how many trending hashtags on social media? So what does all this say about Britain in 2025? Well, maybe, just maybe, we're so desperate for distraction that we'll latch on to absolutely anything. Although, as far as Peppa Pig goes as a show, it can't be judged too harshly. Just take a listen to what we had to say earlier on Britain's Newsroom.
Big day for Peppa Pig fans, as we've just been saying.
Apparently, so I wasn't aware of this, but it was a story that broke a couple of weeks ago. I must have been on holiday.
No, it was a long time ago.
Oh, really?
Mummy Pig being pregnant, yeah.
It's strange, I didn't know, because I'm actually a big Peppa Pig fan. It's very popular with adults, grandparents. There's lots of, as I was showing you earlier on YouTube, lots of subliminal messaging in Peppa Pig for adults to clock onto. But anyway, Mummy Pig is having a new baby, so there's going to be a new Peppa sibling in the series. And what's going on today? Using the internet without a VPN, a virtual private network, is a bit like taking to the road without car insurance. All it takes is one unlucky moment to cost you a lot of cash. This video's sponsor is Private Internet Access. They are the VPN to help keep you safe. Click the link in the description below to find out why over 30 million people have downloaded PIA to protect themselves online. A virtual private network is an app that hides your IP address and helps keep your data private. When you're browsing the internet at home, you give up a large amount of data to businesses, to shops, and indeed to social media giants too. Hackers have the ability to steal your personal data with ease, including sensitive information such as passwords, keystrokes, and even your personal photos. Private Internet Access helps protect your personal data by encrypting your internet connection to keep your data out of the hands of cyber criminals. And it's not just hackers either to be concerned about. Information can be censored too. When Canada passed their C18 bill, social media giants decided to ban news content on their platforms. But PIA can protect your ability to consume the news and content you love. Private Internet Access is available for Windows users, Mac OS, Android, Linux, iOS, and you can use one PIA subscription to protect an unlimited amount of devices. And we've got a huge GB News discount for you too. Click the link in this video's description and you'll get a massive 83% off PIA. That's under £2 a month, the price of a coffee, and you'll get an extra 4 months completely free on top. Also, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee too. Visit piavpn.com/GBnews to start protecting yourself digitally today.
Well, there's going to be a gender reveal. Obviously, there's been this trend, it's very American, isn't it? But over the last decade or so of pregnant women unveiling the sex of their baby in a party, having found out whether it's male or female. So apparently the same thing is going to happen. I mean, the most likely thing biologically is that she's pregnant with 12 piglets, but I don't think that's going to be the case.
That would be hard work for the creators.
I mean, what do you think of Peppa Pig? I mean, it's very entertaining. My kids, when they watched it when they were small. But I mean, Daddy Pig is not a great role model, is he? I mean,
well, you say that, but he's unfairly mugged off.
That's what I mean. Yeah, he's treated badly.
You know, as far as I can tell, Daddy Pig goes to work. He grafts hard for his family. He's a good father. When he has some downtime, he sits on the sofa watching the racing or the Formula One, similar to me. But then he gets completely mugged off by Mummy Pig and his children. Peppa jokes about the size of his guts.
Yeah.
When Daddy Pig says, "Oh, actually, I'm quite fit," but Peppa points at his belly and says, "Well, you don't look it." And
they portray him as a bit useless. So Mummy Pig works really hard, sat at her computer, but she also has to do all the DIY because he can't even put a picture up. I don't know. I think it's a bit like Homer Simpson. I'm not sure it's great for dad reputations.
No, I think it's an unfair portrayal on men. I'm going to stick up for men here and go to bat for them. Just, you know, men work hard on the whole. Just let them have their downtime. If he likes his food or a bit of beer and he's got a bit of a belly going, just embrace it.
Just don't mention it. Yeah.
Don't mention it, yeah.
Well, let's see. Do you think baby Peppa Pig will be a boy or a girl piglet? We'll see.
Or trans.
Yeah.
Well, let's hope it goes smoother than this.
Oh! Not her! Oh, no!
2, 3.
I hate those gender reveals.
Well, we didn't find out what sex we were having any of the pregnancies, so we wouldn't have been able to.
Well, that's old school, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, that was just norm like 20, 30 years ago.
I'm not that old, Ben.
No.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, right, anyway, move on. So, there we go. Where do we go from here? Celebrate your babies, have your parties, enjoy your cake, your pinks and your blues, your boys and your girls, but let's not pretend that the gender of a cartoon pig sibling is front page news, because it's not. Let's not allow the trivial to drown out the vital. And let's not allow the madness of woke Britain to distract us from the real work that needs doing, holding our leaders to account, fixing our schools and hospitals, and making sure our pensioners can live with dignity. And let's not forget stopping the boats, because if we don't, we'll wake up one day and realise that while we were busy arguing about pink and blue balloons, the things that really matter, our rights, our freedoms, your freedoms, our future, slips through our fingers. What do you think? Let me know in the comments section below. I'm Ben Leo, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to the GB News YouTube channel for much more.
Right, OK, so yes, the big gender reveal. This, of course, is very exciting to you, Tom, isn't it? So much so that you had to oink I've been practicing my onking all morning. But there it is, live on national television. I've never been more dignified.
The reason why we're telling you about this is literally because most parents in the Western world, and also in Asia and across the entire world, have had to put up with Peppa Pig.
I mean, it is extraordinary. I was in New York not that long ago. Tour buses across New York with Peppa Pig blasted across the side of them. You see Peppa Pig in Japan. You see Peppa Pig in Australia. You see Peppa Pig in Canada, in Argentina. Wherever you go in the world, you are just blasted by Peppa Pig. It's the biggest British export since the English language.
Yeah, I taught little Hong Kong Chinese children, and they wanted to watch Peppa Pig all the time, which gave me a bit of time off from the maths and the English.
And do you remember the speech that Boris Johnson gave?
Oh, yes.
At I think it was the CBI, where he ended up just speaking about Peppa Pig for about 15 minutes because he lost his place in his speech, or the pages were in the wrong place, and he just started talking about Peppa Pig and would not stop talking about Peppa Pig. But I can make a promise to everyone watching or listening today, we will eventually stop talking about Peppa Pig and get to the other news as well.